Good morning, welcome to Nevertheless Commentaries. I'm your host, Sipho Ndlovu, Sipho on Sport, your favorite anchor on the net. We just witnessed Tunisia versus Uganda. Tunisia won the game with 3 goals to 1 KJC of Usakri and also Elias. Achure, who scored a brace, is a joint leading goal scorer now with AFCON 2025, Willie Jackson Nicholas from Senegal. Now, if you look at the match on the first half, I think it was sort of balanced. Looking at the player like Usibik, Usamakula, and also Aucho playing as central for Uganda, I think they were decent in the first half. But also looking at the fact that on the other hand, Bekona Hannibal, Usasi Nosadi, also they were neck and neck on the first half until Tunisia got a set piece, and then they scored from that set piece. I think from that moment, it came Italele Ashinja in favor of Tunisia, and there were some lacks that were evident in the game of Uganda, especially with their front three, because you could see that a player like Usamakula, I think, is a brilliant player as a number 6, Usamakula, and the jersey number 4 of Uganda. I think he's a brilliant player. Upon he build up phase, he avails himself, he receives the ball, he turns, he initiates the play, he makes those progressive passes either to Usibik or to Aucho, or Aucho would play their left fullback. I think Ukayonda had a beautiful game as a left fullback, but there's something that was happening as soon as Ukayonda moved down the line, trying to actually play and looking for his support either Aucho or Mata, something like that, Mato, who was a winger. Tunisia will press them and then win the ball and then cheat the spaces she will move. And you'd find out that a player like Usamakula lacks the pace. So that means he will drop back as a second center pairing with defense, and then their left full center back will shift to actually try and cover for Usamakula, and that leave the space because they were now out of shape. And every time Mabisi figure Kuma wing play Tunisia, then they will play those cutbacks. And maybe figure in front of goal. But space they are free to actually do whatever with the ball. Hence, they punished Uganda. On progressive play, Uganda. We figure with attacking zone, we will tell front three up, including Omato and the other 2 colleagues. Ababanikeza options in terms of availing themselves with badlala iball, either badlala off of them, avail yourself, then your player plays off of you, or else you drag defenders away to create a space with for the player who's driving the ball to actually have an option at least to take a shot at goal. There was nothing like that with front three. I think they were let down by that. If front three immobility wasn't there. Or maybe let's give you credit to its defense, Tunisia, that it was structured well and it was well disciplined. In that case, if it was well disciplined, then the coach needs to introduce a skillful player like he did with number 10. Number 10, Mabefika, he showed that he's a skillful player who can take some players on, but even if he can do that, you could see that he lacks the support in terms of the other 2. Number 9, Wabo, and also Mato were not availing themselves to actually give an option. At the same time, Usibik was tired. He looked tired in the second half, and he couldn't give that support. And also, if fullback, Yabi right fullback, was also caught between 6 and 7, didn't know whether to actually join in with attack or keep his position. But even if he chose to keep his position, they still dribbled him. Because if front three, on the other hand, Tunisia was that good. Kudos to Achul. Actually, I think he's brilliant. As a winger, his cheating game, was on point. I think he came boiled down to a game or a match intelligent. It boiled down to a football intelligent, because you could see that the Tunisian had a much higher game temperament compared to the Ugandans. That was evident. And on the second half, Tunisia was all over Uganda, and you could see that they are showing them that we are actually superior than you in terms of game temperament, in terms of football intelligence, in terms of skill, in terms of tactical discipline, even techniques are way superior than you all. It's only after Ezekiel front three coach Uganda or introduce number 10 or introduce these other two players with front three and also restructured the middle yabo. Though I thought he should have also taken out to Sibik, but it's only then on the last minute where they showed one brilliant attack and the movement up front was brilliant, hence they got the goal. I think maybe on the next game, as far as the front three is concerned, Coach Uganda should start with the players that finished the game in Uganda if you want to see anything, because the front three were very, very stagnant, and somehow the anticipation wasn't there, and you know how to break the defense Egypt. Kudos to players like Hannibal, which is number 10, Usasi, which is number 13, Usadi, and also which is number 5, who came in on the second half. I think he was brilliant, pacey, and also very, very skillful. He was creating a lot of problems for his central right back, Uganda, and also right full back, Uganda, that number 5 guy. So big up to Tunisia. I think they deserved it. They played very, very well. They showed that they're actually better than Ugandans. I think Ugandans need to go back to the drawing board and actually come up with a better strategy on how they are going to play the second game and actually win it, because now it's a must win for them. Should they want to actually stay in the competition, it's a must win for them. But it all comes down to the wrong selection. I think we side the Uganda, as far as the front three is concerned, they were very, very stagnant. They did not give their teammates any options when they were coming with the ball. They really, really need to look at themselves, the front three of Uganda, and say, okay, we let our nation down, because they were very, very stagnant. There were no movement of the ball. They were just there to add numbers. Even if Polabel figure to a player like Humato, it looks like he doesn't know what to do with the ball. He will give it out cheaply. So I was very, very disappointed with the front three Uganda. But I'm hoping that our coach will rectify that mistake, and they can only learn from that and actually build from that moving forward. But I'm hoping to see them improve on their second and third game. This is Nevertheless Commentaries, Sipon Sport. Favorite Unk on the net. Don't forget to subscribe. I am zooming out. I will see you again tomorrow. Peace. I love you. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.